Hey, good afternoon, you guys. I am super excited to bring this oh so easy, simple recipe to you to make banana ice cream. And sometimes I think we think that things that we do and they're just a normal part of our daily lives that everybody already knows and everybody already does it. But I have to share one little thing with you about bananas. These aren't too bad, but they would ripen and ripen and ripen, and then they would rot, and then I would throw them away. Or I heard once, put them in the freezer and then you can make banana bread out of them. Well, they would go in the freezer and they'd never come out. It was kind of gross. So one day on Facebook, a friend of mine posted how she had just cut up the bananas and put them in the freezer. And this is that result. I never knew that you could do that. So I feel a little bit foolish saying that, but then I'm like, there's so many people that assume the things they do in their normal lives, everybody knows. I now know that that's just not true. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. My point with sharing that with you is you should share this video to your timeline so that your friends and family who you think probably already know this, they can learn from it as well. So banana ice cream is super simple. The kids absolutely love it. I like it. We all eat it on occasion, and like I said, it's super simple. So you start with bananas. You do peel them, you cut them up. I put them on a cutting board, and I kind of freeze them individually so that they don't stick together in big clumps because we use them in our shakes every morning. So what you basically have is something that looks like this, and I think you can see it. So you have some smaller chunks stuck together, but for the most part, they are individually frozen. Freeze them on a cookie sheet, dump them into the bag once they're frozen, and you're good to go. So, on to our recipe. It's made of bananas. I have a food processor. Usually I use my blender, but I've opted to go ahead and use my food processor this time. I read somewhere that it actually makes it a lot better, and it's easier to deal with because it's a wider opening. But I have also used the Magic Bullet before. When some of the kids want peanut butter in theirs, I go ahead and use the individual serving because my youngest daughter is allergic to peanuts, and we don't want to have any contamination or cross-contamination. So, guys, this is super simple. I'm just going to go through and do it now and be quiet for a little bit. So I just added the bananas to the food processor. I think I might be getting a little carried away, so I'm going to take some out. I'm going to try and put the cover on, and then we're going to go ahead and turn it on. So I'm just going to stop and show you what it looks like a little bit throughout the process. So I think you can see in there it's kind of crumbly. It's still pretty frozen and chunky. So we're going to go a little bit longer and hope that this works. There we go. I'm going to put my cover back on, and here we go. So I can see that it's getting stuck on the sides. So I'm just going to take the cover off. It rolled right into the sink. I think that was all part of the plan. Oh, now you guys can laugh at me a little bit. That's what makes live video so much fun, right? So I scraped down the sides and put the cover back on, maybe. This cover is always a little bit stingy, which is why I usually don't use it. It kind of frustrates me at times. I wonder if there's something mucked up. So this was not part of the plan. Oh, but here we go. I got it on. I'm going to turn it on for a little while longer, and I think be just about done. So I think we are about set. And it is pretty rigid and stiff yet. I think if we go a little bit longer in there, it'll get to more creamy texture. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. There we go. So I will take this out and show you what it looks like. We'll put it into a little bowl. So there you go. It is the consistency of soft serve ice cream. You can blend it for a little bit longer than what I have to really make it whatever consistency you want. The longer you blend it, the less chunks there are in it. The creamier it gets. And then guys, what you do with this is you do take it out, you put it into a container that you can seal, and you go ahead and freeze it. You can scoop it out just like it's ice cream. And my kids love chocolate chips in it. My daughter loves peanut butter in it. And there's some other options that I wrote down that I haven't tried yet, but I think a little bit of cinnamon sprinkled on top would be absolutely fabulous with it, as well as a little bit of honey drizzled on top. So you really can mix it up any way you want. I'd love to see in the comments below how you like your ice cream, banana ice cream that is, and if you're gonna try this recipe, I'd love you to share it and I'd love to hear all about it. I think that's all I got, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in and kind of working with me through some of the technical difficulties. Thanks and have a great day.